Hello, hello, hello. Or should I say, morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be for you. And welcome back to another session of playing Baldur's Gate 3. The last time was a very conversation heavy session, and I feel that it's probably going to be a fairly conversation heavy session this one as well, as we attempt to explore the outskirts of the Baldur's Gate, not having made it yet to the city proper. More than likely going to get blocked by the Flaming Fist, just as many of the refugees are. And yeah, we'll get right on that. Orin, the chosen of Baal, and shape shifting woman, quite clearly crazy, has been taunting us twice so far. First appearing as a flaming fist, and the second as a inquisitive journalist. Oh, my personal prediction is that we will bump into Orin twice yet. No, sorry, not twice. Three times yet. Based on nothing but a hunch. We have done some item shuffling, some selling, which is why we've kind of explored a little bit of the map already. We got some items on Jahira, but one of the things that we forgot to do is we will give Saloon's Spear on over to Shadowheart, and I think the Blood of Lathander
At your command.
gets to go over to Jahira. He should be He should be more than capable of wielding it. It's a little like it is more than a little bit of a mishmash, I guess, uh of weapons and art and stuff that, like, for example, we didn't have any boots to give her. So she's got her melee attacks deal an additional one for necrotic damage. She's just got a press plate of +2. She's got, if she poisons a foe, she gets to heal herself. She's got the Dark Justiciar helmet on, and she's got the parry up to wound closure, Ring of Arcane Synergy, and the Strange Conduit. But like, this is probably, I mean, obviously the breastplate +2 is alright. Dark Justiciar gloves is alright. This is probably the like, she can deal decent amount of melee damage with this combo with the Blood of Lathander. And then she's also got Sentinel Shield for that, and Juicy +3 bonus to initiative. So
Still
hopefully
breathing,
she'll,
despite everything.
like, I'm not. I would like to obviously
Wonderful
have a
gods are
little bit
watching me.
more of an optimal
You'll be in a big,
um
cozy bed
equipment load for
soon.
her, but
You have anything you want
unfortunately
for
that
supper?
is
Oh,
not available
jeez,
for
your
now.
tummy can handle.
Uh, One place that we completely forgot to take a look was, like, right next to the ancient sigil circle, which is the gate over here. So let's talk to Fist Oskman.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in.
Hmm.
They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
The Steel Watch. Is that some sort of fancy new rank of City Watchman? Well, I mean, we know what the Steel Watch is. That is Gortash's Legion of Automatons, is how I interpret the information that we got out of it.
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Fair enough. So there's not gonna be any.
Just a little more. One foot
And
in
that
front
is
of the other.
clearly a place that we could go to, but, like, it just looks like a bunch of slaughtered corpses. So it's not like it really bears us any interest. Uh,
anything you want for supper.
I wonder if we could.
All the
I
sheets.
I doubt
Mommy
Fist
can-
Lionel will have anything better to say. So Ooh,
Head to the city.
yes. We'll head to this much. Right. We also just completely ran past this lot of people and this building over here. So I think it's fine time.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these spotters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Right. So I'm gonna assume a fairly wealthy merchant has his house has been taken over by refugees. That seems to be it, and he's trying to put his caravan guards up to removing said people. We shall, of course, be the extreme diplomat that we always are, and choose the Paladin option. Everyone, calm. Explain your disagreement, and we shall find an accord.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it unlawfully.
Look, we needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake.
Right. We shall gesture and Gregorio. I mean, it is Mr. Gregorio's right. It is, if it is his house lawfully, then they should not be plotting there. But
Well, that's all very sad, but I still don't see how...
It gets cold out there at night, Mr. Gregorio. My kids will get sick. Please, we'll stay out of your way. We just need a roof.
This is my home. I may pride myself on my philanthropy, but I draw the line at being a halfway house. Look, time is money, and I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you.
I wish there was an option of like, you know what? Like, I get you, like, and you should be compensated for the trouble here. Obviously, the refugees don't have the ability to compensate. But like, I can, like, like I wish I could. I don't like pay the man. We shall attempt to delve into his mind. Because it does seem like we failed an insight check. But I would definitely like to... Like, why is he...
I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
Oh boy. Okay. I hear these sorts of houses always have basements. What do you use yours for?
My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
I could help you out with that if you want.
What do you mean by that?
Shh, sweetheart. Adults are talking. This is guild.
Enough of this bickering! You! What's your proposal?
That was not what I wanted to do there. Good gods. That was not what I meant. Ah, English. Why are you difficult? Like that was definitely not what I meant.
Agreement? I got nothing to say to them.
Right. Unfortunately, I think this is very much a case of we need to. We know that was not what I meant when I picked that option. I thought it meant that like I can help with moving the valuable things out of the basement so that they don't get damaged. Like that's what I thought that option was referring to, not to the people squatting there.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
Can't slow down.
One foot in front of the other.
I am sorry that we had to run that by again, but that was not the intent that I was going for there.
The place.
If you want us to get our hands dirty.
Right.
I don't.
Look, we needed somewhere.
Well,
It gets cold.
This is. Look, time is money.
Still
and
filthy.
I'm losing both just standing here. Make your call, judge, before Zenobia makes it for you.
You.
I can't let them stay here. What if that my base? Look, I have some very valuable Who do you think you are?
You paid us to protect you and your high quality. As I said.
Fine. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Oh, so we just get into a fight right in the middle of this. All right. Well, we're definitely not looking to murder anyone here, so we're gonna take. Okay, so Jahira is the only one who gets to act before everyone else. I mean, makes sense. She's got the initiative shield on. What are we gonna do? You guys seem pretty decent at. I'm surprised that we don't get to actually choose the target there, because like I believe she's wearing both metal armor. And I forgot to change the weapon on her. Oh well.
By your command.
Right. We do not want them to go after the Frenzy Berserker. Concentration broken on the hate metal. And not too much damage there. Kill blow. Excellent. All right. I think this is a fine. I think this is a good enough place to go for. And please tell me that wasn't hit. Nope, just two misses in a row. That's very.
Let's end this.
Okay. Blessing. These guys seem to be actually fairly tough. Barely not enough. Alright, Mr. Dimple. But Oh, the backstabber. No, he's not even a. I thought he was called the backstabber, but no, he's the back.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Right. Well, let's see.
As pride by me.
I think we tried to put down the Bard, our first target, because he seems both easy to hit as well as not particularly sturdy, but yeah, very, very helpful. Right. I think we're gonna try. You know what? Old person. Incredible. We did put on the, yes, we did. He's gonna go. Okay, we're immobile. He's knocked out.
I need to act fast. Have to keep going.
My strike. Jesus, Carla, by the way, took a lot more damage than I gave it credit for. We'll just throw a healing word over there. You, my friend, need to be put. Just move that over there. I probably should have actually just taken the bonus action hit on the whole person guy, but oh well. I don't. Why is the caravan not the caravan? Why did his rage end? Shouldn't have ended. Like he's been attacked here. Like why did his rage end?
What's it gonna take?
Let's finish this. On the move.
Easy enough. Don't need to expend any more resources.
Where do I go from here?
Oh no. Yes, we critically hit them.
Don't waste a step.
Is the ox really going to? I think the ox is really going to. Like I get you, Mr. Ox. Like you're afraid for your masters there. I don't like. I mean, I guess we are gonna put. Is that a knocked out temporal? All right.
All's well that ends. Not as
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
I mean, we're gonna go and take a look at that basement because I feel. Thank God we didn't need to use inspiration on that, but I feel that there is something.
With Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now?
No.
Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do.
I'm sure a man of your means can afford a room at an inn
A
somewhere.
broom can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
Alright. Why did the screen go black? Okay.
What's next, I wonder?
Right. Pop, pop. Let's get ourselves. Let's get ourselves some healing back.
Give up now. Best be
Now,
on my way.
let's go talk to the refugees. Hello, Ben Bullet.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
You're quite welcome.
You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
Exerting judgment. Okay. So, end the squabbling between the merchant and the squatters. Okay. We also got Carla. I think got a... No, it wasn't Carla. It was Shadowheart. Needs of the many. Now, where is this? I mean, I'm gonna assume that.
What's that?
But there's the hatch.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Oh, we just broke his chair.
What's next? Let's get this lock to yield.
Right. That's actually a pretty decent lock on the thing. I barely made it. Thank God for guidance.
No one stopped me yet.
All right. She's a
We go down the hatch. I failed a perception check.
One day I'll catch a break.
That's a lot of traps. Why are there so many traps here? Huh.
My faith protects me. Try.
They're easy to disarm. That's a lot of traps that can go off. What is he attempting? To do? Like there has to be something here. He was so desperate at trying to keep us.
Trap. Be cautious.
All of these picked up.
This'll be fun.
Oh. I assume the Woglins are like fireworks of some kind. That like once we disarm them, that's what we get.
This'll be fun.
So many percent. Just all over them.
A trap. Time to dance.
Not sure if disarming all of these is necessary. But I feel that like it's probably better to clear all of these rigged fireworks out in case we manage to somehow trigger the traps anyway, or there's a fight. Rather not plunder in.
Looks like a trap there.
Thankfully, these are very easy. No.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Wonder. Is it stolen goods?
Trap.
That's a little bit more difficult. Thankfully we rolled 17. But like, not at all
Let's get this thing open.
unexpected. Ooh, that's a 20 on the... Thankfully, gloves of thievery coming in clutch. Let's see what's in here. A blackmail letter. Arthur, package still waiting for you at Felogers. You'd better not be late again, or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare.
Well, this isn't suspicious at all. I hope Arthur hasn't been donating cuddly toys to the needy.
Huh. I think we're... What exactly?
Light on my feet.
What exactly? Plan. They've put something in stuffed teddy bears. Overland travelers nearing Baldur's Gate have been known to smell the city before they clap eyes on it. This is thanks to what is known as the Outer City, the area that houses much of what Baldur's Gate needs to survive and thrive, but at the same time would rather not keep within its walls. Tanneries, stockyards, slaughterhouses, saltworks, and less than regulated markets abound here, as well as shanties and camps for the less fortunate souls who are drawn to the city. It is the author's firm opinion that respectable travelers should never dawdle in such a place, no matter how tempting its base attractions may be after a long journey. Instead, they should make way promptly, while paying strict attention to any valuables on their person or in their baggage, then see about presenting themselves to one of the main entrances to the lower city, such as the famed Basilisk Gate. Once entry has been secured, they can consider themselves in the city proper. Right. And I believe we are in the... I'm not sure if Rivington, like, is considered to be part of the outer city or somewhat, like, still off. Because, like, it's not like there's... I don't think... Other chests, pouches, anything interesting. Bro, books, Tales of Hells. Diabolic Tales collected by Greshnag, the inattentive impish archivist. Entry 18. Smiler the Defiler. Really? If your wanders through Avernus seem to become an awful lot more scenic, luscious woods, big bushes, and the like, you may have wandered into a wily trap set by a creature named Smiler. None of us hellfolk know exactly what he is, where he's from, or how he got here, but he's a nasty piece of work. Well, he's called the Defiler, ain't he? He's not just nasty. Plenty folks are nasty here, but he's weird. Something's not right. Well... That sounds like someone from the Unseelie Court, which is the like I guess the Winter Court in the Feywild, which is generally considered the dark and evil and gloomy one. Right. So the Moonshay Isles, This book gives pompous but informative insight into Moonshay Isles, an archipelago located west of the Sword Coast. One excerpt reads, Panome, a queen of the swollen muscle giants called Fomorians, found her way to the Moonshay Isle of Omen. Along with her loyal kin, she proceeded to conquer Omen. In this author's humble opinion, the continued transgression of the Feywild, such as Panome's incursion into our realm, is a slight upon a rational thinker's pride. The duty should fall to capable individuals to boat or fly, or swing, so long as they move, to Oman and any such Fey-infested place, and rebuke this impertinence with a great verve and vigor. Right, I would have to agree, because Fomorians, like, they literally have something called the Evil Eye. They're like a twisted Fey giant kind of creature. Of all the demon lords, few have made their mark on the world as firmly as Yinogu, though his ravenous hunger is claimed to be a mindless compulsion. There is nothing mindless about the thorough insinuation of his presence in the world where he is chosen, the Gnolls. But how are Gnolls created? First, the chosen of Yinogu must do as their master wills, kill. A hyena that then feasts on the corpse of the chosen's victim, and a Gnoll is born of the glutted belly of the hyena. Gnolls thus are born are hunger manifest. They ravage any living being, tearing body and bone asunder, leaving behind only bones. They care not for wealth or material gain, only to satiate their hunger. That satiation is itself an offering to Yinogu, funneled directly to him. Some might envy the Gnolls for such a tangible connection to their creator god, but that envy would melt to utter terror as soon as the beast's rotting breath and wicked cackles make their way through the dark of night. You should find yourself the object of Gnollish pursuit. Burn your corpses, cover your scent, and pray to whoever might aid you, for there is no bribing, begging, or reasoning with hunger incarnate. Which is also very true. Gnolls are quite basic in what they want and how they achieve what they want, but they can also be somewhat wily. Fire Ember? Like, yeah, it's... So... I wonder if, like, we can go with this evidence of foul play.
There is work to do.
I wonder if we can...
This place is hungry for blood.
And we managed to go and do exactly what I thought. We really shouldn't.
I'll feel that one later.
Time to waste.
Thank you, Carla.
Take your...
What to do?
Well,
How far can I go?
did it break anything over here? Doesn't seem like it. So the devastation was pretty much in this area only. And I mean, I am very glad that we managed to, the sort of craft thing is still playing there. I'm very glad that we managed to, like...
A young
sorry.
cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Let's... Right. Now, I got kind of distracted by the, oh, Carla just accidentally wanders into, like, a clear, like, the traps. But,
Peace. Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that trollop's eyes.
I understand, like, I definitely understand you there, but, let's not resort to murder when you don't need to. We didn't resort to murder either. Wonder what's gonna happen when these guys come to. Because we did... Right, let's go talk to Manip Nestor, because he's in charge of the donations, and something might have gone horribly awry.
Got something else to donate, have ya?
I need to get into the barn right now. Something dangerous might be among the donations. Surprisingly easy DC here, like a 10. And we just aced.
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I will absolutely. I do absolutely think that there's something bothering. Let's talk to the pig while we can.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
You are one of the most impressive pigs I've ever seen.
Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
Yes, I'm very glad that I disarmed most of the things. Right. Now, I wonder if we can talk to him.
Are you gonna search the...
Yes, we're gonna search the barn. Alright. So...
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
That's a donation chest. Which I'm gonna assume...
Careful. There's a trap here. Now mind your tongues. Leave pristine to me.
Right.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Very well.
Let's get on with it.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull.
It's only a couple of
No
blocks.
such luck.
I'll do it.
Let's not leave a cache of explosives here, shall we? Ooh, that's not great. Even with a 4 from guidance. Oh, this is... Oh, there we go. Natural 20. Have to use an inspiration on it, but...
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Why? Like, what kind of a person thinks that stuffing children's teddy bear, like, they're probably like, Jesus Christ.
Step forward.
Right. Well, I mean, we kind of know who's responsible for the we kind of already know who's responsible for the like, we need like we have all the evidence. I'm a little sad that we couldn't, you know, actually like present the evidence or whatever, but we need to go and find the man. The real question is, where would he said that he was going to get himself a drink rather than a room. I wonder if there is like a cutting board. Right. I wonder if he's still just like I would hope that he's still just standing outside the building there, but I think he just left. I mean, I do feel very bad for the caravan.
There is so much wrong with that name.
Right. Yep, I think he left. Alright, and we need to re-go over to this.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Turn back, citizen. No. They nearly had it too. Before you'll see for.
Okay. I haven't seen any signs of like a tavern or an inn or even like a drinking house. Oh, that's
gross negligence.
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
what's all this about.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
I've never heard of an extra-planar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
Sure. I'd like to enter the circus.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
I mean... Literally...
Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Speak, Benjamin. Is he safe? Killed before, but doesn't smell like a cultist. Ugh, wanted to eat murderer. Well, murderer or not, I can take no chances. I'm afraid you'll have to move along. No circus for you.
Alas. I feel that, like, being an extra-planar circus, I'm sure that they've come across people trying to intimidate them to gain entry before, and, like, doing the intimidation would probably just, you know, play into their hands. So I feel that this is not a great option to have. I'm also not a friend of Lord Cortez, and I'm not gonna lie that I am. So surely we can come to an agreement.
Well, it's a good thing I'm the agreeable sort, isn't it?
Yes.
Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun, and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Dribble. The right oil for any situation. All right, we got our inspiration back. Wonder what the... I'm gonna assume... Yep, it is just gain access to the circus. Okay.
Have redcaps working in your circus?
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
More than a little.
I want to see Dribbles, but I don't like the monster at the door.
Yeah, I don't like the monster at the door either.
You want to see Dribbles?
We'll go to the circus at a little bit of a later date. We're definitely going in there. But we have important business to attend. Now, let's try to see if we can still find the... This is Smithy. Hello, Gildro Angleron the Smith.
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off.
What do you sell?
Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
A little harsh there, but fair enough. So the smithy is basically, like, this is the smithy, I guess, and it is connected to the general shop is over there, which is alright, fair enough. Just a bunch of refugees. Somebody gathering of refugees here as well. Oh, there are some named people here. Let's talk to them. Sylvie Summerworth, what say you?
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Course couriers. Their service is appalling.
Really?
Stamping us into the... Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Yeah, I mean, I like, especially if it's an important thing.
They say. Well, I say poppycock. I cannot believe they lost
Right.
my letters.
What about Gahade, Slickjaw, and Hunker's Boolean?
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right?
I mean, it genuinely is stupid.
Everything
Yeah.
you read in the broadsheets.
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
I mean, why do you want to fight the fist? Oh, because they don't let you pass the check. Yeah, fair enough. Don't go and fight them because of that. That's a well. I'm sure you know how a well works. All right. Monifa Diallo.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late.
Can't do, lady. I need to save all of the people.
Myself and the kids. Ready by the door.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby.
She's just trying to protect you, kid.
And for what?
Ion
You didn't
Kim?
even fight back.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
Love your enthusiasm, even though it's fun play. What was so particular about this well? Oh, we just fucking decided to climb down the well. All right then. That's a murdered refugee. That also looks like a murdered refugee. Murdered refugee. Murdered refugee. What a wonderful place that we just accidentally wandered into. But we cannot let a murder go by without investigation. That's... Oh. Anything... Come on, Jaheira. We know that you can leap that distance. Like, if Shadowheart can make the distance, so should you. Really? Too far? Sure? You're absolutely certain? Okay, if you jump into the water, you die. Alright, brilliant. I have to use a misty step for this. We probably could have wild shaped into something. Right. But before we forget,
What to do?
you take the spear, and you take Lathander's mace. This gets sent to, I think.
A lot on my mind.
We are going to save the game.
Well, in it.
Get and go up something else. Not understanding proper like how English. Well, no, I'll be honest, I was expecting to find murdered refugees somewhere. I wasn't expecting it to be, oh, we're going to climb down a well and find a cave system that has a bunch of murdered refugees. Okay, last warning. You're sticking your immigrator nose in where it don't belong. You've got a brain in your head, you'll stay in your filthy camp with the other absolute or vagrant scum. Your girl didn't get that memo, you really don't want to know what happened to her. No, scram. Okay. So, somebody... Right. So it wasn't like any sort of a beast.
What's that?
I was thinking that, okay, maybe it's like, maybe it was some kind of like a wild animal that inhabited this place, but no. No, it was clearly on purpose by a sentient someone. Now I wonder. Lab.
Hey ho.
Ah. Win.
All right, what now? If not over, then through.
Alright. That's a fairly elaborate system, I'll be honest. Can you not make it on? Okay, you know what? I'm going to save here as well, because I'm gonna assume that if I just like click on this sunlit cave mouth, I'm gonna assume that the rest of the party is gonna be there instead of just me being there alone. But you never know with this game. Where does this go? Okay, everybody. Huh. Why would... Oh, does this get past... I think this gets past, like, the Baldur, like, the Flaming Fist checkpoint thing. That's cool. Is that another... Yep, that's another dead refugee over there. Anything... Gemless. I'm gonna assume that it was a gem ring. Examine that looks. I mean, I feel like this is exactly the sort of ring of like, yeah, you should pick this up so that like you can like put the gem back to it, and something cool or nice or whatever. I have a sinking feeling that it's like one of the gangs or like thieves guilds that populates Baldur's Gate is responsible for these dead refugees. They deserve it? Probably not. They were
Something over there.
Oh, found. Door. Put that over. Shadow Heart. Oh. Looks like
Something that might be worth it.
another dirt mound. Alright, alright. Raven woman. Not sure if anyone can cast that. Fish. Can't get any. Looks like a fish. No, no, that's not a fishing village. Those kind of look like absolute cultists, but they also kind of look like refugees. They could be both, technically, I guess. Maybe not. Lobster cage. For this. Oh. On pendant. Band. Cave. Cave mouth, which goes from there. I think that's just a marker of like bronze pendant. Nope, I didn't.
Work to be done.
Right. Examine. Prologue bronze link. It is just anything on. We also picked up a copper band here. Identifiable marker.
What path lies before me?
I think that marker is just for like once you get past the checkpoint, others get proper. Grass. Not in great condition, this rickety bridge, but
another quake. What's going on?
Oh, that's that quake.
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Okay. That quake honestly felt like it came from over. Into the cave mouth. One. Getting more mysterious like oh. Was there and dust cloth? Lupin's bomb. Right. Oh. I think I know who these are. I think these are Asterians. I think these are Asterians' spawn buddies. So Jaheira will be letting go of you for now. You know what? We'll let go of Caroline.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, for now, we'll leave Carla behind. This is a bit of an unexpected thing to do, because, like, most of the time I have Carla or Lae'zel with me. But
it's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
Very fair, Asterian, but, like, you're one too, so I wouldn't be throwing too many stones there. But are you worried about Cazador finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, He'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
Alright. And how will you strike exactly? You won't be alone.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
Right.
Darling, lead on.
Alright. We have a level up to do. And I completely fucking forgot that Carlos is still holding on to the gun.
Well, hello.
Right. Asterion, level up. Don't think there's anything of real import. Rogue zone. Another second level spell slot, gained a spell. Cantripy. Acid Splash. Bone Chill, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, Good Ward. I think we're gonna take Bone Chill just to have, like, potentially something that can stop somebody from healing. We get a spell. I think we pick up Blur. Then we have a feat because we're a rogue, and we're gonna do ability improvement, and you're gonna get to 20 dexterity, and that will we have not decided to cripple our right.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Right. You have...
What a day.
No time to rest.
I think what we're gonna do... First off, we're extra healing just to have on him. We also want to give him a potion of viciousness. Here we are. For an elixir. Put that on over to him. We are... we're gonna drink. We're gonna use an elixir.
Careful.
We are... That elixir.
My faith will guide me.
Catherine. Needed. That elixir.
Call and I answer.
You're think very ready to yep. And I think we're gonna we're gonna go and talk to Asterion's spawn buddies is who I expect these to be, and okay, we didn't get to talk to them. We didn't get to talk to them at all. That's rather unfortunate. Shit.
Ready or not?
Can you... Yep, you can get over there. Sneak attack. Or we just... Why do you have this? Why would you have this? What do you mean disadvantage? Why do you have disadvantage on this? I don't get it. Okay. It's been hamstrung.
No. I think we have given offense.
Yes, we appear to have given offense. That's very true. Right. So what are these exactly? Oh, they're double gangers. Okay. They're not vampires. They're just double. Fair enough. Um. Fair enough then. Did we have you remember? We did. Um. We get a thorn whip all the way. Try one.
Only the worms have use for you.
Nope. There. That's for you. Very enough balance. Put it in roller. Mind reader. Okay, just ranged attacks have disadvantage against the creature at all times. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. How are you? How is the spear actually? Weapon enchantment, moonbeam. Okay. Reasonable. We attempt to just smack Dom here. Cool.
Still breathing.
No.
Despite everything.
Hunter's Mark. Let's get this swing. And a crit. That did not.
These boots have seen everything.
So the doppelganger, well, he was wielding a crossbow, but then he picked up a spear, and I was like, it seems like they're not capable in let's stab. That was a very good stab. I don't think I want to anywhere near them.
Consider my hackles raised.
Hackles are raised. Nothing. Okay. What is Rudd up to? Okay, so now he figured out how to use his ranged weapon. That's very weird. Weakening strike. Let's swing at Sentinel. Okay, then he cannot reach him. Oh, because fucking Asterian's in the way. Fair enough. You can help him not be off balance.
Blood comes easy these days.
Right. Critical. Hold on a second. Oof. Damn, these guys actually punch fairly hard. We just... And I... Oh, I didn't have it. Can I dodge? Why wouldn't this just be like... Why wouldn't this be on? Ask. I will also put the carpet. Bonus action. Bonus action dash.
Orders.
Well, we took one of them into unconsciousness rather than rush attack, attack into Asterion. Athletics failed on the shove. I'll be honest.
Can't even catch my breath.
It's bonus action. Let's put that on. Good. Those work. Good. Alright, Asterion. Dab regularly.
It was a shapeshifter.
No, it was indeed a shapeshifter. You need to kill yourself.
Never a dull moment.
I was expecting Asterian's buddies. Field report. Death Doctors is... Aspirant Dolor is talented, if a touch careless. Dagger he discarded lurks within these caves somewhere, though I know not where. Deer musk from his kill stand in the air after yak. He lets them marry. He stand, lie, sit, stalk, still as the poison fills their limbs with blood. You perfect bet. Going to die. Not like.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
What is Flowery Key? It's inscribed with the accuracy of Rhaegar Swap. Thunderwave. Kira. Oathbreaker Knight. Oh, we'll keep Asterion around for now. Interesting. So this entire way could have been made by shapeshift. These iron dust water.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
For Clown's severed torso. Lysera the effigy of Ilisera, who watched him. What use her eyes? She thought herself a huntress, couldn't fathom her. Below is an exaggerated signature written in the record. We have a clown's severed torso.
Body parts. Is this some kind of display?
So I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna make a guess that these 5 people who were here are all like worshippers of Baal. Or if they aren't worshippers of Baal, at least one of them. And a lot of clothing. Yes. Huh. More dead people. Those refugees or are they fallen? Barrels. Well, I guess whatever. This was very interesting. Bunch of ballites who got killed by a bunch of shapeshifters.
Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Yep,
Rather unsuccessfully, it has to be said.
I think that's the mark of Ball. So the Ballites murdered all of these refugees. These are probably quite clearly written. Dear Mrs. Letter is written in the careful but erratic hand of a newly learned rook. Mom says I need to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling off that nasty woman, shouting all those nasty things. That's 3 times I've wrote thank you now. 4. So I think Mom will be happy. One more thing. Did you see my teddy anywhere? I think I dropped it. Oh. Brekka here looks maybe it like teenager, I guess. Maybe she was. Oh. Please, Father Lorgan, Rector Yanis, if you've any food to spare, our stomachs yawl at night like kicked dogs. Carrots, apples, William and Crunch and onion. Yours, Soldred. You are not Soldred. And it's broken. This prayer book is potted with tear stain. A few of the pages bear the mark of frequent. Adage 27. Face of aversion, persevere. In the face of aggression, endure. In the face of one who is suffering, comfort. A broken God must shed his tears, for without he would be heartless. Likewise, you will cry, you will weep, you will feel the lamentations cutting up your shoulder. This entry has been scratched out in frustration. Right, so this, the broken god is Ilmater, the god of mercy and the god of, like, the downtrodden. The reason that, like, I know that that might have come across as a little odd, but, yeah, the idea is that he can, like, his intent and the intent of his priests is to basically lessen the suffering of everyone they come across. So they're often, like, distributing alms, and, like, healing the sick, like, all of that. It is odd, in my opinion, that these guys didn't, like, from what all of the items that we found here, they didn't seem to be that bad off compared to maybe the other refugees. I mean, obviously they're dead now, they're worse off, but, like, I wonder what they stumbled into. Quite unknowingly, likely just stumbled into like, the Ballites. I wonder if it was them who, like, originally made it sort of way of getting around the gate. Though, to be fair, we don't actually know if this is a way to get around the city gate. I'm gonna assume it is, because, like, it would make sense as to. But, Heavy wooden doors. Heavy chest over here. Pretty interesting. What is that? Oh?
Best avoid that trap.
Come on, Jaheira.
Such
Surely,
authority.
surely you can make that jump. See?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Whatever I was expecting to find here wasn't a way into someone's basement with a trap display
Can't
case.
afford to stay idle.
Let's try to disarm it, shall we? DC 20.
No one's stopped me yet.
Miracles of the Outer City. Record of alleged miraculous phenomena in the outskirts of Baldur's Gate attributed to Ilmater. Customer of Gildro Angleron reckons he healed up mighty quick from painful forge burn. Asked if Ilmater had something to do with the irksome talkative gent outside Carmen's powerful agent of suffering. Soup still showing up at refugee camp even after temple closed kitchen. Curious. Man's hands tied together in horse reins claims he's a holy symbol. That the man himself is a holy symbol. Manep Nestor reports feeling close to his duty since relocation to refugee. I'm not sure if that like it's a little weird that like Manep Nestor being like feeling more fulfilled like in his duty is considered a miracle. But I mean,
very well.
Who am I to argue, I guess? Okay, so there's some holy water. There's a scroll of arcane lock. There's a scroll of dominate person. And the would-be saint. Book tells the story of a patriarch woman who gave up her fortune to become a cleric of Ilmater in service in the outer city and now seeks to be canonized after her death. Herein is the full of true account of my bid to be canonized after my death as Saint Brigid of Ilmater, the broken god, he of compassion and mercy, the one who is. I lived a blessed life of every privilege a patriarch woman can fathom. My parents were loving and generous, my community warm. Our larder was always full to bursting, but in the years after the death of Saravok, my eyes were open to the world. As it is, a world of pain and danger, a world where evil, if left unchecked, can thrive. I realized that my blessings had a cost. Why had I so much where others had so little? I could no longer remain in the gilded Elysium of the upper city and sought to see the world as... I mean, I feel that, like, most people, like, who get canonized weren't seeking to be canonized. Series of behavioral lessons as derived from devotees' interpretation of the ascendancy of the god of suffering, life, and endurance, Ilmater. Some of it is wholesome, with an emphasis on the gentleness and the alleviation of hardship. Some of it is a bit more dubious, such as the veneration of martyrs above all living saints. Some of it is flatly weird, including some stuff about self-flagellation, which is not most people's idea of a good time. Yeah, and self-flagellation is not, like, of all the, like, there is a god that encourages self-flagellation, but that's Loviatar, the, like, the Loviatar, who is the Throw that over to Shadowheart, I guess. But like Leviatar is the goddess of suffering and pain. So well done. Rogue rolls a sleight of hand check. Rolls a combined total of 35. Yep, that seems entirely reasonable.
So that's progress.
I wonder if... Nope, it wasn't the flowery case.
Keep a blade close.
I mean,
with pleasure.
Lockpick it rather than open it. Yeah, that rogues, man. What's in the display? So this is essentially like that is an elixir of freedom of movement. What I get. I'm honestly like really weirded out by the fact that like we're just in some guy's basement. Like this just Well, plea of rest. Hastily scrawled and slightly damp plea of rest, requesting to be freed of Ilmater's service for the duration of a 10-day, as the writer mourns Father Lorgan. Father Lorgan is dead, apparently. Sheet music. Elegant fugue in the key of D minor, entitled Ode to the Oppressed. If we find Alfina, maybe we her. Yes. There's a quarterstaff on the Weary, Volume 1, Father Lorgan. Okay. Collection of Father Lorgan's writings on despondency. Perhaps the hardest suffering to ail is that which dulls, but does not pang. Weariness sits deep within one's soul, but it casts its miring net across the surface, dampening all errant thoughts and feelings in its wake. Malaise of this sort can rot the heart, if left to fester, but must be extricated carefully. Above all else, the weary soul knows itself better than you can. Do not condescend, do not assume, do not impose. Simply avail yourself as a tool to the weary. Let them know you can be used however they might need. Okay. Rites for the passing. A book of Ilmatari death rites. This page on the turning is particularly dog-eared. There will come many a time, O worshipful tormented, that you will have to confront a faithless unfortunate as they pass from this life to the next. Or perhaps even more distastefully, you may be faced with the dying acolyte of a wretched god, keen to shirk the blasted afterlife awaiting. The Lord on the rack grant us a great many powers, but altering the moral velocity of a soul is one we cannot shift on the deathbed. If one has lived a life of sin, their soul is bound for a sinful place, no matter their final protestations. However, it would do much more harm than good to tell them this. Ilmater does not forbid the speaking of untruth, no matter how polite society deems the end. If it would spare the dying wretch some suffering as they pass, tell them that the weeping god awaits them with his balming embrace. Make them believe. Whatever torment their soul bears in the realms beyond, it remembers not their body, so spare them at least this final passing moment from... I mean, I can't really agree with that. But, like, I definitely understand where he's coming from. I don't agree with that. There has to be, like, why is this... black?
Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Clawin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR. The amulet's spirit's granddaughter. She's already gone.
Damn it.
Here lies Reloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR.
Found the donated toys mentioned. He put explosives. We should see what he has to say. Investigate Cazador's place. Right, so wasn't it? Right, so we're actually in the... I was suspecting as much, but we're actually in the Ilmatarian temple. Can we talk to the sentient amulet? What?
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone, thou might be, alas.
Yeah.
Here lies Sister Shira Clawin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Okay.
Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
Wonder what you know of the monk's affliction. What are the consequences of it? I'm probably just gonna bomb this particular Arcana check, but like, yeah, roll the tick. Yeah. No fucking clue what the monks. Right.
Try as you might, you can't intuit the price of bearing the monk's madness.
What happens if I say yes?
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say?
Which dead have we so far, like, stolen from in this temple? No. Unfortunate as it is, like, while I am sympathetic to the monk's curse, we cannot risk
Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark.
I am surprised, apparently. Right. What are you? Are you just... Yeah, none of these seem to be anything other than just a bunch of zombies. So. Oh, what? Oh.
Dance macabre.
Dance macabre indeed. Let's sneak attack. Engage.
Step quick.
I've got to keep fighting.
I think we're going to... We need to... Do we even need to turn undead here? This seems... We seem to be more than capable of handling. Let's actually just concentrate on putting down the mad one.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
No, we're...
This flesh cannot contain me.
That's... Just put it down there. The one that is currently being possessed.
Need to stay focused.
So. Then what, monk?
Eternally cast then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee. Lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure.
Indeed. Torturous fate.
Can't give up now. Never wanted the easy path.
I'm gonna assume that there's not too much. There's not too much here. That's gonna lead outside into probably the temple proper. The real question is, who killed these? Like, there are bloodstains on the ground here, and that's... I mean, I guess it, like, it did talk about, like, Ilmater teachings of, like, self-flagellation, and, like, that could be the case, that it was, like, just somebody...
Don't touch me.
Self-flagellating themselves. But, like...
I've got a long road ahead.
It seemed like a lot of blood. And I mean, there's been a bunch of ball cultists and murders, doppelgangers.
Let me guess, you need something.
Like in these very caves, so
Keep your distance, darling.
Still breathing, despite everything. Breathe deep and move.
doors, more blood stains on the ground. You know, with all this exploration, we're being left with more questions than we're getting answers. I wonder why, like, Temple of Ilmater would have like a secret like wall entrance. A bit odd. I mean, maybe it was like built when if they needed to like escape persecution or something. We are also not gonna be military restoration. Yeah, no real answers on this whole ball cult and shapeshifter business. And nothing about the Elder Brain either. Well, technically, I guess the ball lights are somewhat connected to the whole Elder Brain stuff, but I mean, somebody's bloodied footprint. Okay, so at least somebody made it out of there. Potentially one of the shapeshifters is what I'm guessing. Not a group.
That might be worth a look.
Alright, Jahira's survival expertise coming in clutch here. Other skull. So hard. I am surprised that there hasn't been one of those ancient sigils like so far. We haven't found any like the actual Rivington. Where do these look?
Let us talk to him. Please, if he could
Lead
just...
right up the gate.
We have the Duke's full support.
Huh.
For the good of the people.
Right. So they're...
Take it somewhere else.
Yep.
My hands are full.
Fair enough. Forest Chris.
Heartless bastards. If they just listen.
Where Chris?
We can't get in. I have family here. They said we'd be welcome.
Tori and Chris.
They won't let us in.
Humble.
Paul said the flaming fist would be nice.
Yeah, they don't seem very nice.
Orders are all... Get in line. We were here first.
You're also not very nice.
Step back.
There must be something.
I'm not going anywhere. Not till they let us through.
Step back.
Just slightly now, maybe. Oh. checkpoint. Auto saving. Rather not fight. I'd rather not fight the fist. That is that Steel Watcher. This is probably from like this is what's I call it? Lord Gortash's Steel Legion creation. Agile chassis. Advantage on dexterity saving throws and an additional 9 meters of movement. Jesus, that's all. Lightning. It's vulnerable to lightning damage. Ooh. Dark vision. Yeah, failsafe protocol. After losing a significant amount of hit points, the creature will begin a self-detonation protocol to eliminate all nearby. If it dies, it instantly detonates. Okay. Immutable form, magic resistance, advantage against saving throws against spells and other magic opportunity. A perfect sentry cannot be surprised. Okay, yep, that surprisingly enough, like you wouldn't think of a steel behemoth like this to be dexterous, but like 22 dexterity.
You need to stay clear.
Fist Silena, anything you wish to say?
Damned outsiders, swarming the place.
Maybe it's Gauntlet Edwina. Yep, that was correct.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
Okay. You have no idea who you're talking to. Let me through or I'll kill you. Yeah, that's very diplomatic of it. I have urgent business in the city. True, but I don't think I would imagine that is an argument that many refugee have used. But I'm not a refugee.
Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
Yes. Like that. This is children's change.
Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
I'm called Daisy Dewdrop Fluffing. My name is Damien von Theater.
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
That's interesting. A metal construct that also shares a resonance with the parasites. I mean, maybe, I could see that maybe there's there might be I don't know, a small vat or something of maybe some parasites in the core of the machine. Maybe. We might be able to get some information about it. I doubt it, but what in the hell is that?
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
I'm a herbalist by trade, Sir Fist. My assistants and I were out collecting blooms for that rub rot going around. Oof, nasty business. Contagious.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
I think that the thing is going... Maybe that's it. There's a thing inside so that they can detect who is carrying the tadpole and who isn't. And then if we let that thing scan us, it'll detect that, yep, there's a tadpole in me, there's a tadpole in you, which also means that we are going to get attacked by this thing. Why?
The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
And of course I am. I'll come back later. This can end up so bad for us. Also, Jaheira, why the fuck did you just go for that lie? That was, right.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. And you just told her. That is refreshing, I suppose.
She wants us paranoid. Likely to make a mistake.
Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
Of course, the alliance of evil crumbles immediately as one of them bites the dust. How are you faring without your harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
I'd like to hear more about those old days.
Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in.
I wanted to ask you something. I wonder if there's... Nope. It is still the same question. Shadowheart, anything to comment?
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
Oh. Sharans are using a place called the House of Grief as a cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Yep, I'm sure. Shadowheart, anything else?
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Nope, nothing else. Alright. Right. We're definitely going to go back down there in the interest of searching. Fist Rock Breed, anything of interest from you? Oh, she's allergic to dogs. Okay.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. We've had nothing but scraps for days.
Oh, well, hold on.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people. Holy people.
They are. They're all dead.
If you're looking for Ilmater's charity, you're out of luck.
Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything.
Can I please have some food?
Let's talk to Novice.
Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mercy.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
What happened?
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
Real useful, asshat. Oh.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
Right.
It may to rest his soul, but his methods need to rest with him. We need change.
Okay, what's going on here then?
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out?
I heard your priest died. My condolences.
Thank you, stranger. Father Lorgan's passing has saddened us all.
Passing? He was murdered by one of the fugitives he was harboring.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
Sounds like your god would be proud of Father Lorgan.
Thank you, stranger.
Astarion
I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Thank you, Brother Clement.
The temple of exactly this. Exactly this.
Okay, Shadow Heart. There's a lot of inspiration to be found here.
All suffering. By allowing his faithful to suffer the most.
Bloodletting and starting to depend on official House of the Broken God parchment by Revered Mistress of the House, Lashbearer Katrine. Be on your guard, Mind Faithful, for speculation and heretical wandering has spread amongst the broken flock in recent times. If you are offered blood transference, report it to your temple's rector immediately. It shall not heal you, it shall not deliver you, to suffer truly in the name of our Lord on the rack. Your own blood must endure. Suffering masses. Love, a scar or a stitch, a broken seam of skin is simply a curative for the soul, for the malaise of suffering that sits betwixt one's ears and in one's heart, that is harder balm to apply. Be faithful, tormented, must practice listening most intently, in hope that the act of spilling sorrow from stuttering mouths is itself soothing. Must learn which words to speak in fetid silence, and when to speak them, most of all, when to let tranquil. We are gonna go back to camp, because I feel that since I was wrong about the whole Astarion's buddies thing, I think we can tell Astarion to stay back at the camp, because one, we want Carla to be here. I'm more of a bruiser than a full-on tank.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling,
Like, you literally just disapproved of me siding with a gentle, kind soul of a priest. I think you could.
Hey, you.
Let's go.
I am surprised, honestly, that there hasn't been a lot of banter between Jaheira and.
That collar looks familiar. Something to do with Gale.
I don't teach you how to pray, so
What?
don't teach me how to investigate.
What? Collar.
To know the Lord's will is blasphemy. We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
Carla on like the roof. Yep, I think Carla is on the roof. Brilliant. But that is a. All right then. There's something.
We loved Father Lorgan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Well, with Carla's little outburst there, I think we're gonna bring in Gale then. Who are we dropping? I think we want to keep Jaheira around. I guess we drop Carla after all.
Hey. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
fine.
You're. Where is Gale? Lae'zel is over there. Gale, there you are. There you are, me boy.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Great. Gale gets to join us. Let's talk to Halsin. Does he have anything to say about Orin?
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve.
Yep, fully agreed. Have you heard from Thaniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Well, I'm glad to hear that the land has made a quick recovery. Surprising, but I'm glad for it. Isabel, anything new?
Keeping very well, I hope?
What will you do now that your father is gone?
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life.
I'm glad to hear it. I would also like to know what happened between you and your father, Ketheric.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame A. This was different. It was like, lucky for me, she felt the same. I understand it's then. And next I knew, he told. I found by the time he's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died.
Right. All right. Dame Aelin, anything?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Not particularly, no. Doesn't have anything special. No comments about Orin from either of them, which is... so I think Lae'zel is the only person we haven't... Oh, no, we haven't talked to Will.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
We're nearing the city. Are you excited to return? Reluctant? A little of both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
I'll be honest, I don't think my character would be that attached to Baldur's Gate. Truthfully, same dunghole it's always been.
The city can be pungent, but it's more than that. Tyrell's history is written within Baldur's Gate's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on Returning Day. The heady wines at the Elf Song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
I agree. I do agree on that. Like, there's definitely no place like Baldur's Gate. Yenna.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Of course, girl. You can help me determine who it is doing all this snoring.
Come back in 10 years. Of course you can stay, Yenna. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
We're definitely not leaving her out in the streets wandering about and trying to figure out where her mom is. But what I really want to do is I want to talk to the cat.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna.
I'm not going to hurt you, kitty.
I don't like talking.
Do you know what happened to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Yenna mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
May I pet you?
Please don't.
Very well. We shan't bother the cat. Yenna?
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Oh boy. Letter from Arabella. The ink is still fresh, the letter is drawn in a careful hand. Hey you. So I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to Mom and Pop. I'm on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. As far as I can tell, it's tugging me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm headed there first. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget it. Arabella. Okay, why did that update? Arabella is back from learning how to control her. Trust that her magic will be there to help us. Okay. Guess that's fair. Right. Now we talk to Lae'zel. What's her estimation about Orin?
Orin. Skvar. Burn away the shadows she hides in. Tear off her mask. And you'd reveal her for what she is.
A coward?
A shivering child.
Fair enough. Who do we want to take into the temple? We want to take... I think we're going to... Jaheira is going to... I kind of want to... Like, I want to bring Will to the Temple of Gond. Not Gond. To the Temple of Ilmater. I also want to keep Jaheira around, which means that I need... Like, it's gonna be Shadowheart, I guess, when we draw. I feel that, like, there's... Yeah, I guess we drop Shadowheart.
I wasn't expecting it, if you're sure. Fine.
Will.
Well met. That's the spirit.
We need
the pride of
a bit of a level up. Still don't. Why is that your default? No, that should be your default. You don't need helmet. And let's level up. Choose a damage type and become resistant to it. You can pick a new damage type each program. Right. We can a cantrip. Strike, minor illusion, mage hand. I will pick mage hand. Maybe it'll be. Then we get a spell. What's hold monster? Hold monster. Any spells when you face. Honestly, none of the spells that were like available to us is that good. So I'll take that. Then camp. All right, Jan. Have a good one. Also, I don't think we actually stole anything.
Let's get going.
Like just as a note, I think all of the picking up that we did, none of it had the steel on it. So. Right. What's over here? Baldur's Mouth. The orange. Oh, nice! They actually made like a calls to ban refugee help in Rivington. Okay, refugee allegedly slaughters benevolent Father Lord. Inspector Valeria to investigate. Armies of the Absolute massing around Moonrise Towers. Fist recruits. Only you can protect the Fist recruits. Right. Feywild Circus appears in the middle of Rivington. Shunning. Upper City closed off. Not a good look. Caress deal. Luskan lap dance 2 for 1. Okay. On matters of soups and starvation. A lot of reading to be done here. I implore you, Rector Yanis, Father Lorgan, to restore your temple's most wonderful soup kitchen to our encampment. My precious baby loved the aptly named meat slob you last served. Even if other ungrateful souls here turned up their noses, I can only sacrifice my own meager rations in his name for so long. Yours faithfully for
I have all the evidence I need.
Cold Protection's future. Steel Watch. Huh. The age of the Steel Watch approaches. The immutable logic and impeccable judgment of complex machinery will pass law without fault and without hesitation. Why must we risk the lives of those brave enough to accept the mantle of city guard in the fray with common thugs? Moreover, why must we risk the liberty of citizens at the mercy of the vice and caprice of others who take this mantle for ill? Worry no longer as the Steel Watch automatons take to the streets. Oh boy. Triad children. This light read for younger worshippers opens on the following adage. On the first day, Tyr saw the world's injustice, though his eyes were blind. On the second day, Torm was slain and returned to serve the truth. On the third day, Ilmater wept for all that came before, all that was before. You know, that adage is more than a little grim, I feel. But it does capture the imagination, I guess. Study in suffering. Transcription of a sermon given in Baldur's Gate in 1368 beyond. Ball can teach us about suffering. Please hold your gasp, patient Buck. I assure you there's a point to this unorthodox subject. I'm sure you've heard the gathering rumors about the recently deposed Grand Duke-elect Saravok Anshin. They are true. He engineered the sickness within our nation's iron. He slaughtered Duke Eltan. And yes, he nearly set Baldur's Gate and Amn into a full-throated war against the all this for one whose name you should know with fear, but nary speak. Fall. A murder most complete. This is why our work is important, you noble tormented. Suffering must be balanced, alleviated. We must bear its lashings on our shoulders when we can. For if we do not, our Lord on the Rack's enemies will press upon it and allow its way to tip and crush the world as we know it into bloody pulp. These are the stakes, my suffered lambs. This is the rod our backs must bear.
Details.
Right. And there's a credo of the rack-stricken. Lord on the rack, weep for us, for we are weak, and you endure. Let our heavy tears fall, and let us wince on the salt as we sup. Shoulder our pain, we beg you, as we solve others gathered near. Cry agony, and we shall gift your words to the souls that need. Olfac's Compendium of Consecrated Creatures. An ilmitary bookmark in this uncharmingly alliterative tome brings attention to one particular. The Holifant, a most mild-mannered mastodon. Is a rare find, dear reader, a creature of such benevolent countenance as the noble Holifant. Only wrinkle with the fine beast I have is pawn upon its leathery hide. On the topic of the wrinkled skin, other angelic forms in Mount Celestia are gigantic, so mayhap the skin will tighten when the Holifant engorges it in celestial size. Ah, this but an errant one. Whilst conversing with one of their breed, Lulu, I learned that the Holifant averts its wants from mortal vice at all costs, and has an indefatigably buoyant and cheery view of the mortal plane. I could not bring myself to quash these imaginings of our realm, and our only hope will one day rise to this creature's perception of our kind. Yeah, I believe Lulu is the Oliphant that you meet in the Descent into Avernus 5e adventure. Many would ask how the Open Hand Temple should respond to acts of violence against our persons. Well, it is a most sticky conundrum. We must rely on the gifts granted to us by our suffering God, that of curative miracles. As long as you can salve yourself, your fellow congregants, or even the wayward minds of our vicious assailants, that must be your approach. For we are not to inflict suffering, only to alleviate it. Besides, there's always nearby Flaming Fist to handle that sort of stateful thing. Hopefully.
Details.
Rather, right. That's a rather, I mean, I can understand that sort of I expected nothing less from the, the Broken Gods Church to not be very much into actual combat, but it's also rather, hopeful approach to things, if nothing else. There is actually Oliphant, and Valeria is the investigator.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Sounded like you were having quite a disagreement.
You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
I mean, considering he is a celestial, accusing him of bowing to political convenience seems a little off. You doubt her verdict. I will investigate, see where the true blame falls.
Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning. The investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Where can I find the... Well, I mean, I can probably find the investigator. Any idea what I should be looking for?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
Where can I find the investigator?
Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case.
I best get going.
I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Trusting your instinct. Assistant to extraplanar agents. Okay. Right. Will take up Valerian's shoddily concluded investigation. Pulling it a little early on the shoddily. Take up Valeria's serial killer. Okay, we have taken up all of those. I'm surprised that Jaheira didn't get Order of Ilmatari service. A mass book used by the Broken Gods congregation during regular service. There are a lot of hymns about self-flogging scattered throughout. Right. A murder, then. Murder. I have a feeling that we already kind of already looked at the murder scene. Soups of the Realms by Brother Dunk. The collection of soups has been outlined in the sticky, often splattered pages of this missive. Sometimes you've got nice bread, and nothing's better than dipped bread. Mash up healthy chunks of tomatoes, nice and pulpy, in a pot, getting rid of the skins if you can be bothered. Cut half an onion. Slap a couple of garlic gloves with your palm. Grab a couple herbs if you've got them. Dried will do. Cut a small chunk of lard or other fat. Crack some salt and pepper. Add to the tomatoes. Heat your pot for half an hour or so until thick and dippable. Pick out your chunks of onion, lovely smack, garlic, smelly snack, and taste for seasoning. Taste for pleasure with some nice bread, a hunk of cheese, or just scoop with your potato chowder. If all you've got is potatoes, you gotta make potato soup. This chowder makes it not hard. Put your lard in a pot, a chunky one, mind. When it stops being lard and starts being hot lard, add any good smelling veggies, leeks, garlics, onions that you've chopped all thin. Please salt this so it doesn't taste of nothing. When it's soft and good smelling, chuck in any flour you've got and stir the mixture so it doesn't burn. Note, for me, it's very important to not burn it. Emphasize. Please do not let it burn that it be rubbish. If you're fancy and have wine, or have a generously stocked temple wine cellar nearby, add a bit of it now and cook it off. When it's gone, add some wedged potatoes and a lot more liquid. Not wine this time, or you'll have a headache the next morning. Cook it for half an hour or so till the potatoes are nice and tender, and mash some of them up in the liquid. If you've got any cow products, cheese, milk, and the like, add them now for extra delicious results. Lo, a most joyous sensation. For the eyes of Father Sormel of the Open Hand Temple only. Why can we just read this then? Today, a roughshod group of adventuring sorts happened upon my little patch of Firewine Bridge, so I naturally espoused the benefits of our shattered saint onto them. Can you conceive of what they said to me, Arch-Sufferer? After I had warned them of the evils of the most perverted of magic, this group of degenerates claimed to be house sorcerers. Sorcerers! They would not heed my warnings about this degenerate magic, nor would they cast off all earthly belongings and join our flock. The feeling in the pit of my stomach as they cast pitying eyes across my pathetic form, what exquisite, holy suffering. Right. And I believe the Suffering Masters. Have you read this one? Yes, we read this one. So, I wonder, I'm going to assume that neither of these two have anything in particular to talk about the investigation. We'll talk to them.
Times may be hard.
Right. Brother Bill.
If you're looking for a handout, try...
No. Novice Bramble. Thank you. So she's definitely dealing with her grief. Sister Yanis, I think, has been as helpful as she can be.
Kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to common areas. Food will be served at meal times.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
I'm investigating Lorgan's murder. What do you know?
I know it's not fair. This was the best job I ever had. Lorgan was kinder than most. And now they're blaming a refugee for his death. Typical.
So you don't think Brilgor killed him?
No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know?
Can you think of anyone who'd want to kill Lorgan?
Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
It is.
Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too.
Found this key in the cellar. Any idea what it opens?
Looks like a room key, maybe? Nothing in here, that's for sure.
Well,
look, I need to finish up here.
I found intruders in the tunnel. It's gone messy.
Oh, good. More blood to clean up, I suppose.
Not much of a... anything in here?
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in kitchen. Visitors kindly keep to belfry. Bell ringers only past this point.
I really wish think this goes to his personal. Go to his personal area, I think. No, this looks to be a common area. Register temple prayers over the repentant. Anything. Register a well-tended garden, easy. Divine Mother. I think we can come back to reading these for now. There's meditations for Father Lorgan. This record, penned by Rector Yanis, consolidates various sermons of Father Lorgan, High Priest of the Open Hand. Do not, brethren, mistake the wonders of gathered society for the decrees of those that taught it. It is the duty of a faithful tormented. It is your duty to know when these degrees beget unjust suffering. It is not an easy duty. It is a duty that will scar your hands from carrying, as it well should. We must at all times recall a central fact. To suffer is not holy. To suffer is a consequence of holy duty made practice. Ilmater does not enjoy his pain, my friends. He endures it because it is just. Our own pain is an acceptable price to pay, but it is not a good in itself. Some may ask of you, if you're loved by your God, why does he allow you to suffer? Why does he allow anyone to suffer? The question is strong rhetoric, but it has an answer. One cannot be healed without first being hurt. One cannot truly know joy without knowing its absence. But to live a life full of absence, full of suffering, would be to only know one thing. We enact balance in the name of the Lord on the rack, for it is right and it is just. Yeah, Father Lorgan definitely seems to be... Oh, memoir is well won. Marvin. Book details the path in faith of one Shira Clark. Moving from the light is how he always phrased it, which I thought was a bit much. A ray of morning light dims this day, you would insist. I just can't really see it the same way. I can comfort, I can listen, I can heal. Of course my talents are best suited in worship of Ilmater. I have no ill will towards the morning lord. Indeed, I think a shaft of his light will always shine in my heart. I worry too. There's something that glimmers in Pa's eyes when he talks about light, and it's not something I like. I alight to Baldur's Gate next 10 days, to the Open Hand Temple. Maybe they'll know what ails me. Most Holy Sermons of Lashbearer Katrine. Collected sermons of Lashbearer Katrine, commissioned on her ascension from Open Hand Temple High Priest to the House of the Broken Gods' revered mistress. O piteous tormented, we live in wretched times. So eager is our populace to beg succor from the city's teat, and so readily is such succor available that our broken god is seldom lamented to. The weeping of the fetid masses should fall righteously onto the blood-burned ears of Ilmater, not into the hands of useless bureaucrats. A query often wet on the tongue of Ilmater's loyal wretches is thus: who does he bid us aid? How must we aid them? The answer is simple. We must give these sordid souls the tools to aid themselves. A working knowledge of the Ilmatari creeds. Unless these unfortunates know to channel their suffering towards the crying god, how is he supposed to intercede for them? Think upon these words. Right. I was hoping that there might be like some kind of perhaps some kind of a clue here, but that does not seem to be the case, and there doesn't seem to be much here. Let's okay, so opening that is apparently not looked kindly upon by the Ilmatari, so we'll not do this. Just take this back to the kitchen. That ornate wooden hatch goes downstairs. There's a blood spill there. Let's go and see about the infirmary. Sister Rose the Penitent.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
I'm looking into Lorgan's death. I need to ask you some questions.
What do you want to know?
How did he die?
Slowly. Lorgan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick.
But what? How? Where
We
would
give
a...
them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
I mean, where would a refugee get a...
Please, leave me be.
Okay, I'll leave you be. Can we... Yes, we apparently can cast Speak with the Dead on the corpse.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. Who killed you?
Dwarf, dressed in red.
What were you doing when you died?
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
Okay. Where did you hide him?
Took him to the tunnel with the rest. Oh, fool, fool.
Why were you hiding Brilgor?
Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
Right. Where were you attacked?
Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I mean... Does that count as evidence?
Please, leave.
Right. I mean, we know that it's not Brilgor, then, who killed him. I don't think we found Brilgor's corpse. Let's talk to Sister Yanis.
How goes the search?
Tell Yanis what you've found so far.
Assassins under this temple is certainly unnerving news. Thank you for taking care of them. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Really?
How goes the search?
I need to know where the body... what do I need to prove Brilgor?
Illyria never found the murder weapon.
Right, that's...
That would be definitive proof that they missed something. The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be Logan's in the room behind us with Sister Rose.
Right. Okay. So, one of the doppelganger assassins underneath the open hand had a strange flower key. Find what it is. Right. So they... Oh, that's what the iron ladder... Okay. So yeah, we just... Oh. I mean, there has to be like a... I'm gonna assume that there's like a...
What's that?
Yeah, I assume button. Yep. I was wondering why there would be only one way of opening that. Okay, apparently it doesn't open it. It just closes it. Right. And this is just here. And just... Well, I mean, with the whole murder case, might as well go and make a sweep. Let's see. So... go open the thing. So we more than a little accidentally killed the assassins.
Something over there.
Oh, is that okay? That makes sense. So there's a button that closes the hidden door, and there's a good button that opens it. Okay, it has updated. Trail of blood ran from into the secret passage. Follow it. Okay. Right. We're doing this in a little bit more than a little bit the wrong order, but right. So Gale and Will were not here for that, so where there? I think Gale, you should be able to get answers off of Zom.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Right. Did you kill Father Lorgan?
No. Dolor did. Splendid. Kill.
Okay. Who is Dolor?
Our blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry.
Right. I remember Dolor was named in like one of the things that we found on the. Where is Dolor now?
The corpse remains silent.
Makes
it does
sense.
not know.
I found this flowery key. What is it for?
Flophouse. Dolor's secrets.
All right. How many more of you are there?
The corpse remains silent. The spell's power.
Okay. Another inspiration for Will. We have found.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more
anything
interesting
you
times.
wish to say, Will, about the murder?
met.
Nope. No, just well met. Right. Cool. Gale, maybe?
How can I help?
Nope. Nothing. All right. Jahira?
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see this city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
What are you hoping to find there?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
Yep, that seems reasonable. So we need to get to that. But so we now need to find the flop house. Enough. But what is? I mean, I don't know what a flop house is. You know what? Let's get Scratch, our good boy. Fortunately, looks like right. He came this way. Our good boy seems to have found something. Ah, never mind. He just found the thing that we already found. All right, fair enough. I mean, he couldn't have known that. Not from just his nose. Right. So there's a heavy chest here. Wonder why there's like why is there a ship? Oh boy.
Direct me.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could.
Okay.
Don't waste a step.
Hope that wasn't anything important. I think this is the goodest place that I need to save as well. Oh. I found something. Okay.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay. Blast mine in a steam. Scratch. Where are you going, buddy?
Watch how you go.
I don't think there's any trap left after.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Any of you bastards are listening. Just get this over with.
You.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others.
Don't
Let the boss know.
We will attempt to help him.
It's too late. This man is far beyond anyone's help. You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Damn it. That was a super dramatic death. Super dramatic death animation for someone whose legs apparently didn't work. All of these fresh corpses. Are they his enemies?
Trap. Be cautious.
Wonder what the hell we've actually stumbled into. This seems gang violence, maybe? Backpack there and put a little. There is a backpack in there, but I cannot, for whatever reason. Oh, right there. There we go. Very exacting. 45 gold. And there. There's a bunch of tripwires. Let's take a little bit of distance here. Oh! Oh, motherfucker. Chain lightning. Oh boy.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Was not expecting to get hit by chain lightning of all things. Right.
Lost in thought.
We have literally nobody capable of disarming those tripwires.
Certainly.
And that looks like there's a lot of tripwires.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Yep, that's why it did so much damage to us, because we were wet, and therefore chain lightning, a hell of a trap. No way.
Should mind my step.
Maybe we do this.
Yes.
Kira.
Onward. The ungentle way, then.
What to do? Light on my feet.
I think that was the last of the tripwires. Really? What have we stumbled into?
Decapitated, but still warm.
There's Severn Arm there. Okay, we managed to get through. Managed to get through the.
That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh boy.
We've killed lots of you so far, haven't we? We'll kill more.
Okay. So this ship, I mean, it still has some shadow curse clinging onto it, so yeah, I guess it is from the Moonrise Towers. We found like a hidden cove of absolutist cultists. It doesn't look like this connects to anywhere. Like, there doesn't seem to be too many of them. Let's confront. Okay, there's more than.
Looks like those two are about to fight.
Envoy of 9 fingers versus envoy of. Oh, there's criminal gangs?
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Ratling.
Nine Fingers sends her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these asses. The guild will sprinkle you with gold.
Well, I mean, we've met people from the guild and they kind of attacked us. So, can't we just all get along? Must we really fight?
Are you serious?
I mean,
A pacifist in Baldur's Gate? Nobody's leaving this place alive, cock.
well, them's the fighting words. Fair enough, I guess. Oh boy. Message cantrip. Do we wish to hellish rebuke here? No, I don't. Hunter's mark. They're fine.
The guild owns this city.
that? Oh.
For the Stone Lord.
Yeah, I think the guild is taking more than a bit of a beating. But I mean, yeah, again, these two are. Oh. Ah, shit. What are we gonna be? They've got a bunch of bludgeoning attacks, some piercings. You know what? Target must be. We'll become. Then.
No time to waste. No choice but to keep going. Have to keep going.
I'm not thoroughly concerned about
more.
Like I don't feel particularly threatened here, but perhaps I'm wrong. We've almost killed the guild leader. Charming Latham is on 1 HP, gets away. I bet like he's like probably a sorcerer or something. Yeah, I don't care. Was a pretty neat, nice.
Certainly.
It definitely looks like the Stone Lord gang is getting the better of things here. I think we're just going to what will even go through. Just to make the save and not take any damage. Magic missile. We'll not have a magic missile that just auto hits 6 targets. Yep. Huh. Dahlia surprisingly didn't use bonus action to rage on the first turn. That is Charming Latham dead. Huh. Why are criminal gangs fighting over go? People are dead with them. Nice.
I can still move fast when I need to.
Poison. Healing. I think for now we'll keep our stealth lock. That's another one from the guild dead. Second wind. Fighter. And Hell Thorns. Let's have a spell. Why are you yelling about arrest them when that is clearly not what you're trying to do here? Can we not like move forward and then? And off he goes. The Hex Kairos.
Still on my feet.
Mark over there. Probably could have gone actually for the miss. You know what? I'll go.
I don't fancy their chances.
Yeah, let's see. Out of that acid, and then what? We really don't need to care about the archer there, I feel. Conjure element. Get ourselves an addition. Just go for a good old ray of frost. Bonus action dash. Ooh. Last of the guild is attacking there. I really need to put the attack of opportunity. Really need to put the attack of opportunity on Aspen.
Enough circling.
There. Now what? We're just gonna hold off on. We're gonna hold off on. We're gonna hold off on using any actual spell slots. Right, you have advantage. Yeah, I guess. And miss. Good on you, Will.
Never a dull moment.
This is why we never bring you to anywhere. Fine. Fire is down.
Need to find a way forward. Battle of wits.
Battle of wits. Not so much, I'll be honest. Not so. Nice! 2 critical hits and even the third one hit and did quite a bit. Reckless attack, that's what you get. Sentinel. Why on Jaheira? Sure, I mean, none of them are melee people. Ooh.
Death can't have me. Not yet.
Nope, not yet. Just go after and Alright. Made the save against shove and critically missed. Jahira, my girl, you're not impressing here.
Another fight. Let's go. Breathe deep and move.
Go after all lake guys here, and not hunters marking this time. Use a full swing on it.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Right. We got malaria and fungal speed left. Don't think Gale wants to.
Dance macabre. Shall be done.
Pretty decent cantrip hit for 19. Going after the Paladin. That's fine.
Bring me into battle.
That's a third critical miss in a row on the melee strength. That's a hit. Not a lot of damage, but that was a hit at least.
Making my move.
Now let's get you up there so that you can make the move. You lost concentration on Hex. Fine. And Archer's Alicia down.
Time to push my luck again.
Surprisingly, the Stone Lord guys don't really. Oh, almost got screwed over by ice there. All right, let's put him down. I said put him down. Like now. There we go. That was a lot tougher of a fight than I was expecting, I'll be honest.
Never wanted the easy path.
We are quite damaged here. Gale, do you have Disguise Self? Do you have Disguise Self on? No. You have a Scroll of Disguise Self. Scroll Web, Scroll Blight. Do you not have Disguise Self? Scroll, please. No, you don't. Alright, what are we dropping for it? I don't really need that. I don't think we need the invisibility. Surely you know. Do you not know Disguise Self? Really? Chromatic Orb, Ashes Hideous, Ray of Sickness, Featherfall, Charm Person, Ice Knife, Protection from Evil and Good. No! You do not actually know Disguise Self. Huh. Well, that's definitely a surprising lack in his repertoire that I was not expecting to. But I think that the end of that combat is going to be a good place for us to end it for this session. We'll probably circle out. We'll probably switch out Gale for Shadowheart, and that should allow us to once again cast Speak with the Dead. And she has Disguise Self, I think, permanently learned because she's a trickery cleric. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever happens to be the time zone. Hope you'll be there for the next stream as well. And I shall be signing off.